Hey, what's up, guys? We're live streaming today. I live streamed this morning, but I'm live streaming this afternoon, and I'll live stream later tonight, too. If you have a question, please feel free to post it. I'm doing 1 free cards. I'm not going to do the additions. Sometimes I get carried away, guys, for the freeness. So I'm only going to do like 1 or 2 free cards per person, okay? Besides that, I do have mini tarot available, and I also do have my full single questions available, guys. Feel free to just post your question whenever you're ready, all right? Just gonna wait for some people to hop on. Dun, dun, dun. 101. Came up on the time, so it makes me want to do a little bit of a general, but hold on, let's see. 101. Let's do that. 101, angel number meaning. All right, so angel number 101 signifies new beginnings, spiritual growth, and the power of manifestation. Some of you guys are like, whatever you're thinking about, somebody else is thinking about it as well. Okay, so basically whatever you want wants you as well with 101. 101 is kind of like, let's just say if you were job searching or something like that, there could be somebody who's thinking about you, thinking about your resume, going to call you, wanting to connect with you and begin like to have a new beginning. This could be like a new opportunity, something like that. Okay, for the general collective. Hey, what's up, love? How are you doing? Just getting started, because before, a minute ago, it was like 101 and I showed it on screen. But it looks like a lot of you guys are going to have like new starts, and you're going to begin to start taking action towards different things. It's like the way that you, like the pathway that you think that you're wanting to go on, it's going to be completely different. And it's going to happen pretty rapid and pretty fast. Hey, what's up, love? I'm doing good. It's freaking hot outside, but I've been doing like bike rides and stuff like that this morning too. I do delivery on like bike as well. So like I'm always like outside now. So I'm doing good. How are you guys? But anyway, so I'm going to go into a little bit of general collective. I am doing 1 free card pulls. So if you guys do have a question, feel free to, post it later on. I'm just going to do a quick little general. Oh my God, that's so cool. We are bikes here too. Yes, bikes are pretty awesome, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been sweating, and I think I lost some kind of waterway, some kind of like waterway. But because my bloating went down a little bit, but it is going to help me, even though I'm sore a little bit. It's going to help me, like my body, even like my arms. It's like an all over body workout. Whenever you like cycle, it works out your arms. It also works out your legs, your core. Let's just start there. You know what I mean? Because your core is like everything. But anyway, so yeah. But anyway, let's go into a general collective reading for everybody. What to expect coming soon for you guys. Something tells me to do today energy, but let's go into today's energy. Stay hydrated. Yeah, girl, I've been drinking non-stop, okay? I think I have drank like fluids more so than like eating. Like I ate today, but I'm gonna eat like later. I just have to be careful like what I feed my body. But anyway, so let's see here. So, I might get like a salad or something later. Something from like the store real quick. But let's get into, and not just any salad. I don't want just like empty calories. I want to have like, it's going to be like spinach or kale or something like that. Most likely it's not going to be like romaine lettuce. It's basically water. Anyway, so let's go into, oh, look at that. Somebody just sent me a little tip on my little Uber app. That's so cute. All right. So when it's hot, it affects the appetite. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know, but it was hot. It was so hot it affected my my vision. And you know, they say that sunbathing helps activate the third eye. So I'm sitting there just like freaking listening to, well, not sitting there, but like writing, you know what I mean? And I'm writing, and all of a sudden, I don't know if you guys are gonna call me crazy, but all of a sudden I see like this weird vibration. It only happens sometimes, but it's like when my third eye is activating or when it's cleansing or stuff like that. The sun does that. I'm not. Anyway, so let's go into your general collective. I'm addicted to watermelon together with white cheese, the one like feta but with cow milk in it. What? I've never had that before in my life. I don't think I've ever had watermelon with cheese before. Well, separately. You know what I mean? Like you have like a fruit platter out and like a cheese and cracker platter out, you know, sometimes like you go to parties like that. Well, in America, I don't know how they do that in Holland, right? You're from Holland? You said it's so good. All right. So then, all right. Sweet and salty. Well, I'll try it then. How about that? So let's go into general collective. I keep saying it, but let's go into it. Whew. Some of you guys may be going through a lot of uncertainty or a period of uncertainty. It's like your intuition is telling you that there's something there. It's almost like, okay, you know, like when you're about to reach the finish line of like a marathon or whatever, and you're like, damn, like, am I ever going to finish this? Like, where's the end? Like, I know I started this, but I just feel like I'm going to lose anyway. You don't even realize that you've completed more laps than everybody, that you've complete, you know what I mean? You're not realizing it. You're just like, I want to get it done. You know what I mean? Because your focus is not how everybody else is progressing. Your focus is on yourself. This is for the general collective, okay? So for whoever pops up in here or like stuff like that, whoever resonates with this. Now, the Four of Cups energy, something that you intuitively felt is coming to you in the physical. Right when everything looks on the surface that tells you basically, girl, like, you crazy, or boy, you crazy, like, that's not going to happen. Like, you think that a miracle is just going to float out the sky for you, but it's just not going to happen. Like, that kind of energy. And it looks like there is going to be a miracle that's going to come literally to you. All right. Maybe even an offer with the Four of Cups energy coming forth. Now, the Strength card energy coming in. This could also be somebody reaching out to you that you've been intuitively feeling. Cancerian, Pisces, or Scorpio could be significant, but more along the lines of Pisces or Cancerian, okay, with the Moon card. And the Strength card is associated with that Leo energy, okay? But it could be symbolic towards any fire sign, but it's mainly Leo, okay? Mainly Leo, because the element is fire. And I feel like there could be somebody who maybe you've been kind of going through the works with, kind of like freaking going through the battles with, and you're wondering if there's ever going to be kind of like a positive outcome, okay? Some of you guys, you're still going to have to go through these things. This could also be literally you've been going through battles and you've been trying to find some kind of like win for yourself as well, which will help you more. 818 could also be significant, guys. You're probably like, where are you getting that number? Where are you getting that number? 18, the moon, and 8, strength, okay, which is technically 188, but you could do 818 if you put the strength card first. And it looks like the strongest vibration that you have is 1, really, because you guys might be seeing a lot of like 111, because if you break down 8 and 4, they have a similarity. You can break it all the way down to 1, really, but you can break it down to 2 if we want to get into it, but really you can break it all the way down to 1. All right. But some of you guys might be seeing 111 a lot, 222 a lot of 8 vibrations, and it's all about what you're trying to build. So some of you guys, you have been really focusing with the 4 energy. It could be stability in some sort of aspect, okay? With the 4, we're going into numerology a little bit. And with the 8, it could be abundance, okay? Where you're trying to hold out for like more abundance coming through or things of that nature. All right, sorry guys, I'm really hot. All right, so let's get into it. 10 of Wands energy, nearly complete, struggles, obligations, burning out. Then you're also getting 7 of Wands. So some of you guys might have a lot of, like I said, you might be going through a lot of challenges where you're going to have to take on a lot of burdens and a lot of things, and you're just not seeing like a way out. This could also be like in a relationship or a connection, especially if you have all your career and everything else going great for you guys. Okay? Some of you guys intuitively, free vibrating. Did you just come on my page to promote yourself? Is that what's going on, Rakesh? Is that what's going on? you just comment on my shit to post for your... You know what that's going to lead to, right? First of all, that pissed me off. Second of all, you're never going to be able to comment on my shit again. So, give me 1 second. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Sorry. I was like, wait a minute. Did you just try to fucking clout chase? Like, what the hell is this? You don't have your own people? Like, you gotta come on my shit? And, like, no. I don't fuck with it, okay? No. No. What? Anyway, so 3 of Swords energy coming forth in the reversal, okay? Some of you guys may have intuitively felt like there was going to be some kind of reconciliation or some form of forgiveness, okay? Or maybe you just had this undying optimism within inside of you no matter how much pain you were surrounded by, okay? And it looks like there could be some, like, help coming your way or some healing coming your way. Fucking hate Gemini. Gemini just popped up out of nowhere. I had to click off of it. Knight of Cups, okay, coming forth underneath the 4 of Cups, which is interesting because, look, this could be a romantic offer out of nowhere. This could also be a romantic confession out of nowhere. Literally it says that, but it also could be help, healing, rejuvenation, water sign energy. Could be coming from a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, just because it's pretty dominant here. Potentially Cancerian and Pisces. Underneath the Strength card, you have the 2 of Wands, planning, first steps, making decisions, taking risks. Some of you guys literally have this vision so strongly with inside of your mind. Like, there's nothing that's going to, like, no obstacle, no challenge, no matter how many freaking months, no matter how many years, you are going to get it done. Okay, no matter how many, like, restrictions, okay, that you're facing. You're still, like, trying to endure. This is like a daily pool. Some of you guys have been, like, having a pretty interesting day. Okay, so underneath the 10 of Wands, you have the 7 of Pentacles. Some of you guys have been working really, really hard to build little by little. And it's funny because it looks like other people are... Oh, that's interesting. Look at the 7 of Pentacles. And then it's... but for some reason I'm getting 2 different people. It's almost like somebody's observing you plant all of these. Look. Because look, this one has dark hair. This one has blonde hair. But it's more than that. Like, I feel like... Some of you guys might be going through like a physical change, might be lightening your hair or something like that. With the 7 of Pentacles energy, okay, I feel like this is kind of like everybody's watching your hard work. But at the same time, it's like they're not really... Some people who are wanting to help, like, don't accept a love offer from somebody who is really genuinely just not going to better your life at all. Who's just going to cause, like, more debt in your life, more, like, money spending, more any of that, okay? Like, the last thing you want is for somebody to hit you up in order to cover something or front or whatever. You know what I mean? That's not even a date, okay? That's not a date. That's not even a friend, okay, at that point. Especially if that person knows you don't even have a pillow, you don't have that, and this person's asking for something that's so minuscule or whatever. Like, it's so heartless and selfish to be thinking about shit like that. But underneath the 7 of Wands energy, this could also be some of you guys becoming really defensive. Right when you receive a public victory. Some of you guys might be receiving some form of public victory soon, I'm telling you. With the 6 of Wands energy underneath the 7 of Wands, and it's going to come in really least expected. This is a daily pool. It's going to be happening within the next couple days for some of you guys. All right. Now, you're also getting the King of Swords energy. And the King of Swords is coming up in the reversal position. Okay? With the King of Swords energy coming up in the reversal, this is somebody who's very cold. This is Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. All right? Sometimes displayed as Capricorn energy, okay? With the King of Swords coming through. Now, the next one that you're getting is the Ace of Wands. With the Ace of Wands energy, this is also a renewal, okay? This is also new passion, but somebody's going to be reaching out to you with their... almost like they're going to be reaching out to you kind of like trying to... I want to say their intentions are pure, but this person's intentions may not be pure. This person's intentions could be a little bit ruthless and irrational. It literally says ruthless, violent, intimidation, irrational, cold on the card. It literally says that, okay, in the reversal. And King of Swords energy has a tendency to be very cold, even when they think they're being warm. It's their logical thing, okay? I understand, but not really, because I'm an Aquarius Pisces, okay? So that means I'm very emotional. All right, I'm not an Aquarius Capricorn. You know, that would be completely different. I would be boring. Anyway, so the next one that you're getting is this one. Speaking of Capricorn energy, all right, and Aquarian, Capricorn, Aquarian. Capricorn Aquarius energy has stuff to do with that. Aquarius Pisces doesn't have anything to do with that. This has everything to do with like addiction, obsession, materialism, excessiveness, powerlessness, okay? This also has everything to do with somebody trying to keep you trapped in like a toxic situation and not really wanting to break through it, okay? Hey, what's up, guys? This is a general collective. Just take what resonates, leave the rest out, okay? And then I'm going to go right into like some free questions. Whoever's still here, after the general collective, you're more than welcome to get a free question, or if you'd like to submit for a paid reading, I can do that too, okay? I also have mini tarot available and also single questions available. Next card that you're getting is the Sun card. Some of you guys are going to communicate with this person, maybe even defend yourself. I also do feel like with the Sun card, happiness, success, vitality, joy, optimism, confidence, Leo energy again shining through, or Sagittarian. And this person, oh damn, I don't know why I feel like you're going to find the truth out about something and it's going to come in really fast and really quick. Army neglect me and... Nah, she didn't hear anything I said. All right, so the next card that we're getting is the Five of Pentacles energy and the Page of Cups. Some of you guys might be also kind of like getting something to help rejuvenate your soul after a period of somebody leaving you out in the cold. There's somebody now coming in to make things better, maybe even a small apology because they think, well, this person's out in the cold. I can at least just like literally bare minimum. Page energy is bare minimum. It's bare minimum. They don't even have a horse. You know what I mean? So the Page of Cups energy coming forth right beside the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is struggle, hardship, abandoned, outcast, isolation. Okay, some of you guys may have been feeling abandoned by somebody, okay? It doesn't have to be a romantic situation. It could be like family or friends or any of that, that you could be feeling if you care that deeply about them. You know what I mean? And you haven't, given up on them entirely after years and years of trying to find a solution to something. You may have just given up on them entirely, okay, for some of you guys, okay? I've completely given up on my family 100%. There's like nothing that they could say nor do. It doesn't matter who dies in my family, what funeral happens. It doesn't matter at this point. They've hurt me so much detrimentally to my soul and mental health that I don't want to even be near them like at all. It's not even about material. It's just about like how everything happened and what they chose to do. So anyway, so with the Eight of Pentacles energy coming forth, like my grandmother passed, right? And I'm just going to tell you how fucked up it is. So my grandmother passed. It was my birthday week. Okay. So instead of them emailing me or calling me because all my shit's public, all right, my mom sends me an email, my mother, who my grandmother didn't even really fucking know. Anyway, so like my mother emails me and she emails me about my grandmother passing. Okay. And then I was like, okay, so I'm thinking it literally just happened. So I'm expecting like maybe funeral details and stuff like that. Nope. That happened like months ago. And the week that it was my birthday, February 14th is my birthday week, is the week that she passed, literally 2 days before my birthday. I had to research all over online to even just find a fucking obituary or something to try to figure out where she's at or anything like that. Trust me when I say when my father was on the phone with me that one time and he was just like, oh, I love you. That was the biggest lie. Let me tell you something. I was just like, but okay, have a great life. He just had lost his mother, so I'm not trying to tell him that he's a piece of shit. You know what I mean? So I was just trying to kind of be like, oh, right, have a great life. You know what I mean? So I understand for those of you guys who have felt that, all right? Hopefully not as detrimental. Hopefully not as big. Hopefully the disrespect wasn't as loud. You know what I mean? And what's crazy is like, fuck it. Forget it. Page of Cups energy, Eight of Pentacles. That's why I said, like, I've literally just given up on them entirely. Like, entirely. Like, they could die. One of my sisters could die. One of my brothers, one of my freaking cousins. The same way that they treated me, like, is just the way it is. And that's the hardest part. And it's crazy because it's in my natal chart that's actually how it's supposed to happen. So all of this was actually designed this way, which is the fucked up part about it. Anyway. Four of Pentacles energy. Some of you guys could also be working really hard towards something, okay, and saving up for it with the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles energy. It's going to be coming up for you. There's also somebody who's keeping things from you and being deceitful, okay? Could be lying or like manipulative with the Seven of Swords. This could have been somebody that you were romantically involved with. Let's just say, I don't know why I'm getting this. This could be like, okay, let's just say that you asked your significant other. I don't know why I get that it's money related. I don't know why I feel like it's not like a relationship situation. I feel like this is money related. So let's just say you have like a boyfriend, okay, or a girlfriend, whatever, okay, an alien, I don't know, whatever, is significant to you romantically, this person. And like this person says, oh yeah, the cigarettes are like $10.95, and you're thinking $10.95. Last week it was like $5.20. What are you talking about? And you say, okay, whatever. You hand this person, and you don't even like make it a big deal. You just keep handing this person like $10.95. Every single time that person is pocketing that additional extra like 5 or extra 4 or whatever on top of you like paying them like other things. Like let's just say if you were already paying for groceries in the house, or if you were already paying for like rent and stuff like that, and all of that, okay, they were pocketing a lot of that. For some of you guys who don't know, a lot of that they were pocketing. A lot of that was their spending money. A lot of that was their free money for some of you guys. And this has to do with somebody that you were romantically involved with. I'm not talking about like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking about like little shit like, oh, it's just 50 cents. Or like, you know, oh, it's just like 25 cents. I'm talking about like, could have been major shit. It could have been stuff that you consistently got, and this person was overly it's pretty crazy. Anyway, but I do also feel like that is what hurts this person the most. This person could have a moon in Aquarius, with moon in Aquarius being on the side. So KXA. Hey, so I'm going to stop the reading right here just to let you know. I already explained it to you earlier. I told you that I was doing a general collective. I said that I'm going to offer free tarot like after the general collective. So I'm going to need you to be patient. If you're not, then don't worry about it, okay? Because you haven't really supported my channel really at all. Or like donated for anything ever. You've only ever received like free tarot, like ever. And I'm doing a general collective reading, trying to help the general collective dive into some different things. And so I need you to be patient as well as kind, okay? If not, that's okay. Come back a different time. You can unsubscribe. You don't have to follow me. It's okay. Because either way, you weren't really being supportive to me or my situation at all. And if that is hurtful, just understand that what you've been doing, pressing for your question to be answered, stuff like that, even though I took time out before to pause the reading and explain it to you immediately once you got in, don't you understand how that could be perceived as disrespectful for you not being attentive to that situation after I literally just told you when I'm going to answer that? So I'm going to go back to this reading now. So with the Page of Swords energy, delayed news, curious, planning, guarded, quick-witted, chatty. This is also you catching game. Like literally, like this could be somebody, I'm literally seeing it. Like this could be you catching game. This could be you finding out the truth about something. This could also be about a secret that ends up coming out, but in a way to like where you end up defending yourself and you actually have solid ground, like you have evidence. I don't know why I'm getting that too. Like some of you guys are like looking for evidence. And I feel like other people knew that this other person was doing this as well. Wow, 2 other people. Now, another one you're receiving is the Justice card. So it's so funny because some of you guys may have thought that this person was helping you, but it's actually the other way around. This is romantic. Yeah. With the Justice card energy coming forth, you didn't realize it. With the Justice, karma, accountability, law, and it's because you weren't tracking it. And then once you track it, it's different. Some of you guys are about to receive true balance. Like whatever this person did, like usually people, their karma, like it'll take a while for them to get it or catch up to them. You know, like all of a sudden, like 5 years later, it's like, oh shit. Or like 2 years later, it's like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Nah, man, this shit's coming in fast. and it's coming in hot, bro. Like, it's coming in hot. All right. Libra or Scorpio energy could be significant, and you're going to literally feel it within your within yourself. This kind of imbalance. Okay. LOL with Saturn retrograde too. LOL. Exactly. So like that's what I'm saying. Like it's just with imbalance, excessive recklessness, hastiness. Okay, in the reversal, and then you're also getting the Lovers card in the upright. Now this is interesting because it's almost like because of all this that this person pulled, it's fine because it ended up redirecting you towards somebody else. Okay, with the Lovers card, if you guys choose to go back to this person, I'm gonna be real with you, this person's gonna do worse. Like if you think this little $5 there or $10 there was bad, dude, this person may have done, like, let's just say if they were in a relationship before, they put their other person in like some serious fucking shit. When I was married, I left my husband with 20K in the bank. Okay, I let him keep it. Let him keep all my furniture. I'm not even fucking kidding. I didn't fight. I had the authority to fight. I had the right to fight. The freaking judge asked me if I want half. I said no. Okay. I just received spousal support, which is like $200 a month until I got divorced. It was only like for 4 months because I literally had nothing and I had left them. So that was something that was required, but it wasn't a lot of money. Okay. So like, the only thing I took was my freaking phone, my clothes, and my car that I paid for. Okay. With my money. So like, I don't do any of that. Okay. But I don't fuck with people who do shit like that because I know how hard it is to earn it. Okay, and it really gets to me when I can't like put up for something or I can't do that. It really gets to me to like where I will just like work until exhaustion. I'll work until I freaking get it done, or like I'll just freaking keep pushing even if it's like freaking like 50 cents. I'm like, all right, that's 50 cents less. All right, that's how I freaking become. You know what I mean? It's like a constant stress that gets into my third eye to like where I like consistently do it. This person is like, all right, like even though I'm super good, I'm gonna take all of these like things and I'm gonna let them think that I gave them like everything. I'm gonna let them think that this was all their fault. This person's very manipulative. You guys could be dealing with a freaking moon in Aquarius. I do not have my moon in there. That's my sun sign. My moon is in Taurus. This is moon in Aquarius, bro. Jesus. All right, so let's go into some love notations for some of you guys. That's freaking wild. So you guys are gonna be finding out some sneaky ass shit. It could be financial or it could be infidelity, but we're not getting too much in there, okay? But let's get into some love letters for the general collective, and then I'll go into some free questions for everybody, okay? So let's go into it. Okay, so let's see here for the general collective. Dear Stu, I want a nice drink and a nice dinner with you. I want the next, thank you, love, I appreciate you. I want the next day off and spend, oh my God. Dear Stu, I want a nice drink and a nice dinner with you. I want the next day off and to spend my day with you watching old movies and going out for walks together. I want to relax. I do not want to stress about family, career, money, or even our worries. I just want to kick back and relax with you. You are like paradise to me. Nothing compares to spending the day making love and cookies with you. Let's dance to our favorite music together as we both cook. I need and want this time with you. You make my life and home feel so whole. It's only when I spend time with you alone that I realize how much I've actually missed you and missed this. Love, yours is also something coming forth. Now, the next one that you're receiving is Lapis Lazuli. All right. Now, this is a really good. Hey, what's up, Jay? Welcome in. After the love letters, we're going to go right into some free tarot, okay? But right now, it's just general collective, so just take what resonates, leave the rest out. Lapis Lazuli, stimulate your third eye and throat chakras with this high vibrational protective stone. Ideal for working to increase clear communication. Lapis Lazuli is excellent for discerning truths and dispelling negative energy. Okay, some of you guys need this, but it's also a really good stone to manifest, to increase clear communication. If you want somebody to tell you the truth, I'm telling you right now, carry some Lapis Lazuli and just have the conversation. And they're just going to be like, well, I feel the need to tell you. And you're just going to be like, all right, dude, like, come on, like, just tell me. You know, some of you guys might actually like find out the truth from somebody, all right? And it's going to come to you first in your third eye, and you're going to feel a little crazy. So you might just keep it inside, and then you're going to see it manifest in the physical, and you're going to be like, shit, I really wasn't crazy. But I'm glad I didn't tell anybody because everybody would have called me crazy. So I'm happy that I just kind of waited. like that kind of energy. Now, the next one that you're getting is animal empath. Animal empaths, also called fauna empaths, understand the wants and needs of animals. They may even feel as though they can communicate telepathically with animals. Some of you guys might be getting a new animal. Some of you guys also might be dating somebody in the future who's going to be having an animal who's really connected with you. And you may also be having like phantom visions of that animal, especially after like a breakup or something like that. That could be what you miss the most, is the animal. And I completely understand that. But that also is pretty sad, because you miss the animal more than the person, but not really. It's happiness because you broke up, you made that decision, you know, it's fine. But the next one that you get is Dear Stu, I couldn't help but to dial your number so that I may hear your voice. Somebody's going to call you from an unknown number if you block them or whatever. And just because they don't want it to be over or whatever, but it's funny because I really don't feel like you are going to give a fuck. Lad could be significant. Okay? Lad could be significant for some of you guys. I haven't heard that in a while. That's really foreign. But literally it says L-A-D right there, the capital letters. And I never really do that. D-L-A-D. Okay, because of the... For some reason I'm seeing it like this. And for some reason I want to say L-A-P-D. I barely ever answer my phone, I dislike unexpected calls. I will pick up the phone and I will answer it and I will press end call immediately. And if you keep like calling me, you keep it like, I don't want to hear all that. You weren't there for me when I needed you to be. And now you want to come back in and you want to be like, oh, what happened? How are you? Get your fake ass friendship out of my face. Okay? You were doing shit behind my back and talking shit behind my back for fucking ever. And now that I finally caught game, you want communication from me. For what? You know what I mean? Like, anyway, so, like, guys, I'm kind of an asshole at times, but it's only when I need to be. I really like being nice to people. Like, genuinely, I really do. It's something settles great within my soul. But then there are times where people just, you know, take advantage of that, so you have to be mean sometimes. I couldn't help but to dial your number so that I may hear your voice. The simplest reason, it's sad. It's really sad that I gotta be mean. You know what I mean? Because I actually very much am actually a generally nice person. Like, I actually do like doing things for other people. I like doing things. It makes me happy doing other things for other people. Anyway, I called from an unknown number. I just knew that you wouldn't answer if you knew it was me. I feel like you don't want me anymore. I don't know what to say when you pick up, so I say nothing at all. One day I will call from my own number or maybe even text you so that I can have direct communication with you for long periods at a time. I miss you. Love, yours is also something coming in, okay? I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I just broke up with somebody, and I really don't give a fuck. Let me tell you, I've had to work harder. I've had to sweat more. I've had to do other things, but let me tell you something. I do not have to smell that man anymore. Oh my God. Okay? I do not have to think about this dude anymore. I do not have to, like, oh my God, the smell. I don't want to talk about it. Let's go into it, okay? Dear Stu, I have fallen short in regards to my commitment to you. I told you I would always be there, that I would never leave you high and dry. Yet my words fell short. My promises have been broken, and the guilt won't let me sleep. Okay. Yet my words fell short, my promises have been broken, and the guilt won't let me sleep. Knowing that you called out to me just for me to leave you, even more broken than when I found you. I'm going to apologize in a big way. I cannot take the remorse of how I treated you that day. Be honest with you, I don't give a fuck how sorry somebody is. I really don't give a shit. I'm somebody who has cut off their father, their mother, okay, their sister, their brother, their cousins. I am alone, okay? Like, even I'm alone, all right? It's ridiculous. But at the same time, it's either I'm alone or I get physically, emotionally, and spiritually abused. So pick one. You know what I mean? So, and it doesn't matter which side it is. My mother's side, I become spiritually abused as well as emotionally and physically. I literally had to call the cops on her. Then, okay, on my father's side, same shit, fucking different toilet, and a lot more aggressive. Anyway, so, you know what I mean? And a lot more aggressive, and you can't really have your thoughts in that household. It's like they want to dig into your mind. Like, you can't just sit in silence. I don't want to share my thoughts with you. Like, that's my one personal space. I don't want to tell you what I dreamt about. Like, you observe and nitpick and take apart every single else that I have. Let my thoughts be mine. You know what I mean? Like, that's my problem. I'm an Aquarius, so that's how I'm going to think about it. Yeah, I'm venting, guys, whatever. All right, so with this energy, okay, knowing that you called out to me just for me to leave you even more broken than when I found you. So it's almost like this person left you in a detrimental state, even more so than when they found you. Maybe when they found you, you were still kind of building yourself up. Maybe they made some promises to you and it fell through. And maybe those promises, they never kept up with them. They started to become complacent and you started to see them slip. Oh, this one time, I don't give a fuck if it was one time, twice, three times, four times, five. I don't give a fuck. You slipping. You slipping. It's a slip and slide. And I'm not trying to freaking have fun today. I'm sorry. Like that kind of energy. All right. Now, the next one that you're having is Dear Stu, I feel so guilty for how I have treated you. You were so kind, so wonderful, and you do not deserve to be played. Yet I did it to you. I am in constant need of attention. I slipped up. Okay. I slipped up when you were at work today. I texted an ex, someone I have no business being around, someone that toxic. Yet, I was horny and made a mistake again. Keeping all this hidden from you doesn't give me any closure on the situation, yet I know if I open up about this, I could lose you forever, love yours. Some of you guys, you're dealing with infidelity shit. Okay, and it could have been like with one of their friends. Okay, I don't know. I'm just getting that energy. All right. And you're trying to figure out if you should even like trust this person again or even want to be with this person again. All right. And I feel like with this energy, I don't think you should. All right. I really don't think you should, because there are a lot of people out there in the world that you can connect with. Yeah, it'll take a little bit extra time to build from the ground up. You know what I mean? But maybe you should just take that time to really just enhance your life. And you're probably like, well, I don't want to. I want somebody to love me for me. And you don't even love you for you. The fuck are you talking about? So the next one you're getting is intuitive empaths, also called claircognizant, has an exceptionally strong intuition. They can enter a room for the first time and immediately sense the underlying vibes of the people and present situation. Some of you guys are literally, you walked into a room and I'm telling you, like, maybe you didn't even see anything. Maybe you didn't even you knew. This could have been like your ex or your person with one of your friends. And they're trying to because they feel guilty, they're trying to make up for it because they know you know. And they're trying to cover it up and whatever. This could have been people that you confided in about that situation. Could have been a friend of yours, somebody that you actually respected and admired, started to talk with one of your exes. You understand? Or one of the people, or maybe even your person. Okay? And there's one thing I can't stand. I don't give a fuck if you, who you want to fuck. Betrayal. Do you understand? There's no reason to lie to me, especially when I'm as cool as fuck, okay, about the majority of things. All right, the majority of things I'm pretty fucking cool about. There's no reason to lie to me about anything, at all. Okay, so the majority of the time I'm pretty cool about a lot of things. So with Dear Stu, there's an annoyance that I'm receiving, obtaining multiple messages and calls from you. Some of you guys are going to be blown up with messages and calls from your previous person. Okay. And it's going to be random numbers possibly, or random emails potentially for some of you guys. Okay. I heard it and read it for the first, I'm sorry. I heard it and read it the first time. I'll respond when I'm ready. I respect your communication. Why can't you take the hint that I'm living my life right now? You need to learn how to love yourself without me, but really without anyone. Stop messaging and calling multiple times. Some of you guys, this is a message for you. Some of you guys have been blowing up your person's phone. You need to relax. Okay? You need to relax. You need to understand that that's kind of wild. All right, if you were in person with this person and you just kept talking to this person consistently and they're trying to cook and they're trying to do whatever, don't you think that would get kind of annoying? Somebody can say, no, it wouldn't be annoying if it was my person for real. Da, 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 da. No, it gets kind of annoying. You know what I mean? When somebody constantly imagine trying to work and your person's just constantly in your ear. Well, remember our dog has da 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 and da 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 and da 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 and da da da. Okay. Can you give me 2 seconds to breathe? Can I have my time to do what I got to do and then float back to you? Or does it have to be a you show 24/7? You know what I mean? That kind of energy. Now, the next one that you're getting is Dear Stu, time and time again, we have been trapped in this toxic cycle of love meeting lust. When you kiss me, I turn into fairy dust. You could get anything you want from me, yet all you ask for are I love yous and I miss you, baby, too. Hey, what's up, Kelsey? You could have anyone, but you choose me. This will be more than just love. This will be family. We will be family together as one. Every word I say at the altar, I will mean. Some of you guys, you know, don't marry somebody that you know is just ridiculous. Please save yourself the time. All right, just get engaged, live together, and then think about it some more, you know? But let's go right into some free questions. You guys are going to answer. Let's get into it, even though it's only like 2 questions, I think, are like free that I'm answering right now. But feel free to post your question. It's the middle of the day on the Friday. That's why I'm going to have to go live stream later tonight, too. So I'll be live again later tonight. Will I get a BDR roll offer at Fidelity Investments? BDR roll offer. Please spell it out and abbreviate it. What is it? What is BDR? What is that? I need to know what I'm reading. Business development representative. Okay. All right, so let's see. Will you get a business development representative role offer at Fidelity Investments? 5 of Swords and the Page of Cups. It looks like you're going to be getting offered from somebody else, or if you end up getting this offer, it's going to be kind of like less than what they originally listed it as. Like, let's just say if you thought the potential for the position was like at, I don't know, like 40,000, okay, like minimum, let's just say like 40,000. They're gonna end up paying you like 25 or like 30, like a significantly less than what was listed as, okay. Girl, you should call it. What are you talking about? What happened? What the hell? What is going on? Oh my gosh, what is going on? Who's getting stalked? What? Listen, go to the popo. Okay? Please. Girl, you should call the police. That's dangerous. Yeah, well, oh damn. Thank you for your reading. You're welcome, but I do feel like you're gonna get it, okay? Just so you know. It's just gonna be a little bit less than. Alright, so you're welcome. Girl, you should know this to see who else posted. Love, why does Eric stalk you? What does he want? I warned him to stay away, but caught him following me. Girl, you gotta get scary. I'm telling you, you gotta get scary. You know, the same thing. Like, if you had a son and he's sitting here just freaking putting super glue on your hands every morning, and you wake up and you're like, what the hell? I can't do anything. He super glued my hands together. Like my son, but we're gentle parenting. We're not talking about this. Your ass is going to be in timeout consistently. Okay? We are going to talk about this. You're like, you have no more access to your phones. You have no more access to your tablet. Tablet what? You want playtime outside? Okay, that's cool. In front of the house for like 30 minutes. That's it. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, you guys need to be like on it. Sometimes you got to little boy these niggas. I'm for real. Okay? I'm really serious. But let's get into it. Let's see. All right? Because this happened to me one time. I was 15 and he freaking called my mom relentlessly. Okay? And my mom shut him down real quick. He was like, why did she break up with me? And she was like, you're calling me and you're crying to me and you're asking why she broke up with you? Like, clearly the answer is like, she shut it down. That man, he didn't even look at me in the eyes again in college. Because when I was 15, I was attending Seminole State and I was a part of Student Government Association. And I was the student services chair. And I was doing that and I was in science class, biology 1. And he was right there and he just stopped looking at me after that. He like stopped looking at my mom shut that shit down so quick. She's like, yeah, and don't come over here. I was like, because my mom's pretty. So when she says shit and with a stern face, you're gonna really listen because she's pretty, she's smart, and then she's also like, she could be that bitch if she wants to, you know what I mean? But most of the time, you know. But anyway, you go, yikes, oh my God, I'm for real, I'm serious. But that was the one time. It was in the store. What store? What do you mean he's stalking you? I ignored him and tried to act like I didn't see him. He is friends with my ex, and I warned him last year to never come near me or speak to me. But girl, you were in a store. How does he know that you're in a store? Was it consistent? That must suck. I know. Yeah, that's good that your mom is like that. Yeah, for sure. She's a Taurus. Last year, I yelled at him in the store. She's a Taurus Gemini. I want you to let that sink in. Okay, and then she also has a Taurus moon. Her rising is a Sagittarius. It's intense. Last year I yelled at him in the store and told him to stay. She wouldn't appreciate it. if I talked about her zodiac sign. She doesn't like what I do. Last year, I yelled at him in the store and told him to say she's very church-oriented and, very religion-oriented. So she just sees it all as, like, negative if it's not the way she does it, you know. Last year, I yelled at him in the store and told him to stay away from me. I am not interested in him or to talk. He is an idiot. I understand that. I have somebody saved in my phone as pendejo. You know what that means in Spanish? That means dumbass. So, like, I literally have somebody saved in my phone as pendejo. After a while, like, after I have a falling out with people, I'll save their number, but then, like, I'll save them under, I'm not even fucking kidding. I'm not even fucking kidding. I was about to show you guys literally my phone. All right. I only have 2 people who are like that. And both of them are exes. So he saw me and followed me from a distance. He saw you and followed you from a distance, girl. You didn't accidentally throw an orange peel at his motherfucking head if he's accidentally following you from a distance. But you know what? All my readings are for entertainment purposes only. Take what resonates, leave the rest out. By no means am I giving you legal, professional, or medical advice at any time. Okay? Yes, I know, KX. I know it's you next. All right. Oh my God, this stalking thing is scary. I know, but it shouldn't be, girl. You should not be scared of this man. Okay? What are you gonna do? All right, so listen, I say that, but like, I know you want to live. And I'm a Scorpio rising, so like, I think the worst thing he could do is like take my physical life. But when I come back, and if I end up remembering what you did, damn right I'm coming back and haunting your ass. You ain't gonna be able to have no peaceful life with me. I'm gonna get my freaking guides up in here. We're gonna freaking fuck it up. I'm like, no way. We're on the end, the afterlife. So that's how my mind works. So you really don't want to get into a physical altercation. The only people that I don't hit back are children and my parents. That's it. Everybody else, free reign. So like you know what I mean? So I'll take the beating from like my parents, you know what I mean? Or I'll take the hit from my mom, or I'll take the hit from like a child. I literally just watched my niece like beat my face. Like she beat my face. She literally beat my face. And I just started crying. And I was like, "Look, do you see how this is affecting me emotionally?" And then she never did it again. Okay? There was a child who gave me that Indian burn thing on the arm, and just because I told her mom that we went to the pool. And she was like, "You told my mom we went to the pool." Ah! And she kicked me in the shin and just gave me an Indian burn on my arm. I didn't freaking curse her or anything. I freaking cried. Because I can't hit her. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna, she's a kid. You know what I mean? And she's not mine. I was just watching her. So I was like, what the heck? But I told her mom, and then she got real pissed. She started breaking shit. I was like, somebody gotta call an exorcist because this girl got problems, like really bad problems. Anyway, so, that was one time, and no, I'm good. All right, so let's go into your thing. So you want to see, I'm just getting a little bit more. I tried to act like I didn't see him. Girl, I would have stared right at him. I would have stared right at him and said, "What's up? You got my last message?" Like, what? I'm serious. I would have stared right at this man. I feel more irritated than scared. If you were able to share an intimate situation with him, you got to go. You know what would really help you? Self-defense classes. Why don't you go take some real good self-defense classes and then videotape it and post it online? And videotape it, if you're learning like a headlock or a new move or where you're jumping on somebody, you can flip them. You will not like be in fear that much anymore. Okay? Like, it's okay. You have to be able to know how to defend yourself. Take a free they're free everywhere. You can take them online, but that's not too much fun. You want it in person because that's way more fun. Okay? You want to do like an in-person, like self-defense class for free. You want to have like all those self-defense classes that you can have as a woman or just as a person. Okay? I don't want to just categorize and be like, oh, as a woman, then you're less. I don't want to be like that because, the world is already like that. So I just want to say that just as a person, all right, I feel like you can do that. But let's see. Why is he stalking you? Let's see. He was testing the waters, and you stopped talking to him, apparently, and you think that's enough. You feel like your son's. He's very tall and bigger. Let me tell you something about tall people who don't really know how to move their body. Okay? 6'2" military trained is dangerous. Okay? But if they just lanky and stuff like that, girl, you got to go for the kneecaps. You got to go for the knees. Go for the knees and everything else you can see. I'm not even kidding. I'm really not kidding. Like, kneecaps are really essential. Have you ever gotten hit, like punched on the side of your kneecap? That shit hurts. And then uppercut, like, it fucking hurts. Okay? Eight of Pentacles energy, but you have to know how to do these things. Like, you have to go out there, and if not, study. Like, you know, you don't, the worst thing you want to do, especially when throwing a punch, is closing your fist. You want to have open palm, most likely, especially if you've got nails. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have this right here. It's hardened. Okay, so you know, you can use that as a very, what you say, you tall, he's tall, so it's just easier. You just reach right on up. Okay, so with the Eight of Pentacles energy, okay, in the reversal, you're always able to defend yourself. No opponent is too big and no opponent is too small. You have to, in your mind, it all starts in the mind, okay? You have to be activated within your mind. But if you are focusing on fear and what he could do, he's tall, he's bigger, he's stronger, he's whatever, I don't give a fuck. He could be Napoleon Dynamite for all I care. I don't give a shit. You're going to be able to take care of yourself, all right? Because I feel like Napoleon Dynamite's a little bit of a danger to society. But anyway, the Five of Swords energy, you won't notice that until like you see the movie and you understand why from my perspective. And you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Anyway, Five of Swords energy, arguments, surrender, deception, bullying, and abuse. So he's trying to bully you. And he's trying to intimidate you. And it looks like he was trying to, you know, kind of cause this stir within you. He wanted you to rush to the checkout line. He wanted to see who held the most dominance within that situation as well. I have a few energetic tricks to keep him a little away. Well, you don't want to know my spell to keep that shit away, because he ain't coming back. Anyway, so the next one that you have is the Five of Pentacles energy in the reversal. Recovery, forgiveness, feeling welcome, positive changes. Was he following you like this close? Like literally like this close? Yes, I was feeling that. Shit, I went to checkout line fast. Yeah, I got that. You're like, oh shit, I gotta go to checkout line. I gotta change my energy. Okay? I gotta change my frequency. I gotta change what I'm. No! You should have just stayed there. Next, in your public place, what is he gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, you're in a public place. So, okay, he's gonna try something. All right. I would like to speak to the store manager. There's this man that keeps following me around, and we do have a history together, and I just want to check this out, but I was wondering if you could walk me to your car. Whoa, who is this person? Oh, is this person? Oh, point me to that person. Oh, dang. Okay, so come with me. They'll do this. Sir, we would like for you to leave the premises, you know, whatever have you, or like whatever happens. But you have to be vocal about these things. If you don't want to be able to defend yourself or anything like that, then you're going to have to be vocal. You're going to have to speak up, okay? And that was something I had to learn at a very young age, all right? I had to learn that after I was raped. I had to, all right? So anyway, the Chariot. He also wanted to feel empowered. He wanted to also see, this is basically very self-explanatory, honey bun, is that you didn't communicate, okay, and you didn't stand up for yourself in person, so now he feels like he one-upped you, and he feels like he won. But, you know, that's his problem. That really is his problem. He got problems, okay? He really does. And did he follow you in the car when you checked out, or no? What happened? You said yes, very close. Girl, he that close? I've been like 6 feet, mother... I'm such an asshole. I'm not kidding. Ask my ex. I'm not even kidding. I'm serious. All right? My real ex. Five of Pentacles energy, struggle, hardship, abandoned, outcast, isolation. Okay? This person was following you, bro. What the fuck? I was on my bike. He was with some other guys. Oh, he was with other guys. That's why you got upset. So that's different, you see? Now, you should have started out with that. You should have just started out with that. That's completely different. Now it's not fair. Now it's not fair, okay? It's not fair. Now it's not fair. Now he's doing this with his buddies. Now he's doing this to fucking intimidate you. Now he's fucking provoking you and doing that shit. But you're like, well, what do I do about it now? Well, what do I do? Well, you already kind of went through that encounter. You already kind of did it. You know what I mean? You rushed through it, and I get it. I get it. I understand. It's like walking through a locker room with guys staring at you, and you just are trying to use the bathroom. You know what I mean? It's like that. You know what I mean? It's like that. But worse, because these people actually know you, and they know some things that he's told this other person, and they're willing to back their boy up. I do feel like there was one person that was in that group who did feel like what he was doing was wrong as well. but he doesn't stand up because he's a pussy. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm getting. All right. I could feel he was testing. I could feel that energy. Yeah, I would test him too. I would really test him. That's my problem, guys. I have problems. Anger management a little bit, but I try to keep it cool, calm and collected. I used to smoke, now I only smoke cigs every now and then. I've been smoking them a lot. Because I don't smoke green that much anymore. So like I smoke cigs, that's it, and I just try to relax. But sometimes people really irritate me to the point where I'm like, I could kick you off your bike, sir. I really could do this right now. You know what I mean? But I don't, because I just sit there. I just blew up on somebody in freaking Five and Below, okay? Where I was like, dude, why are you so close? He was close to me. And then he was trying to get me to, I don't know why people think that it helps the bicyclist whenever they stop and wait, because it's an unnecessary amount of anxiety that ends up occurring. You end up thinking, oh shit, I gotta pedal as fast as I can because this person needs to turn. I can't be slow because then they're gonna regret even waiting and giving this opportunity. Or I gotta go really fast. Most of the time I'm like, dude, just go. But this dude would not go, all right? He wouldn't go, all right? I could hit on like 3 times today, and he just would not go. And I was like, first of all, why are you hitting on me? I literally look like shit. Second of all, I'm working out and I'm sweating. Like, there's nothing attractive at this moment about like the way that I am appearing. What is going on? And he was like, oh, go. His turning signal was, I was like, dude, I'm trying to cross the street. Like, I'm trying to. So I looked in his window and I said, I need you to motherfucking drive. And he was like, bitch. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. Turn. So he turned and then I left. But that's what ended up happening, okay? He was trying to run game. I wasn't about it because I have bigger problems that he himself cannot solve. All right, and I'm not trying to invest in a situation or a relationship that's going to deteriorate my self-worth, my bank account, all that shit. I'm not trying to, listen, next person that I date, I'm sorry. If this makes me sound like a gold digger, I don't give a fuck. They're gonna be fucking rich. I'm sorry. They just are, okay? And unfortunately, that's just what's gonna happen. They're gonna end up having to be rich because I can't do it anymore. I can't help babysit these I can't do it. Anyway, let's go to the next question, guys. Feel free to post. Prob, when do you see me finding a stable job opportunity? I'm applying a lot, so good. So not only apply, but call them, okay? Like, call them, be like, hey, I applied online. Even go in person if you want to as well. Even though people are like, oh, go door to door, hand in your resume. That's so old way of doing it. It's like so old to do that way, okay? You want to apply online, call, and make your presence known, okay, in that way, or even email them directly. You know what I mean? Like, you want to make it known, especially if you want that job, and research that job too, because in the interview, they're going to be like, well, have you ever heard about this company? And having you have like a little bit of synopsis and stuff like that shows not only your interest, but also that you do research and that you have been like this is a part of your plan is also something coming from. But anyway, so let's see. Are you going to find a stable job soon? Let's see. 10 of Cups and the Judgment card coming up in the reversal. I feel like you are, but it's not going to completely fulfill you. It's not going to be exactly what you wanted. I feel like you're going to have a little bit of indecisiveness, okay? Because you may end up going back to a place that you once worked at as well, okay? But I do feel like it's coming up for you. Like calling the company? Yeah. Like, let's just say if you apply for Ross, the first thing you say is, hello. When they answer, hi, my name's Jaslyn. I was just wondering, you didn't even have to tell them that, you know what I mean? You can just be like, hi, I was just wondering if the hiring manager was available or if the store manager is available, because you don't want to talk to the associates. They can't do shit anyway, okay? You don't want to talk to anybody else who doesn't have that power, that pull. You want to build that rapport, that connection with the person who actually could get you set up with an interview right then and there over the phone. You know what I mean? So if they'll tell you, oh, they're not available right now, but you can call back a different day or whatever, and they'll be here, they'll let you know when that person's coming in, and you'll just say, okay, and put that interest out there. Say, well, I did apply online. I'm really interested to work for the company. I feel like it's a great company, just bullshit your way into that situation. Okay. The next one, Queen. Why the people around me neglect me and make everything about them? Why the people around me neglect me and make everything about them? Where's your Saturn? What's your Saturn in? And what's your 4th house in? Thank you so much for the reading. I'm constantly trying to get a better opportunity. Job market is so tough. Trust me, I know. And try putting not having a car on top of that. You know what I mean? It's just, if I had a vehicle, the amount of money that I could fucking make, I'm not even kidding. Like, I would Uber, and I have the statements to motherfucking prove it. I used to make fucking $5,500 a month on Uber. I'm not even kidding you. How do you think I like moved to Miami? Like, how do you think that happened? Like, how do you, what? Anyway, so like, thank you so much for the reading. I'm constantly trying to get a better opportunity. Job market is so tough these days. Yeah. But anyway, so let's get into the next one, okay? I stopped cigarettes last year, but need one now. LOL. I chew gum constantly. Yeah, girl, don't let me freaking influence that habit. Don't even think about cigarettes anymore. Okay, don't even think about it. Thank you so much. I think it's in Virgo. All right, so your Saturn's in Virgo. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna figure this out because Saturn has a lot of your restrictions. So Saturn, make sure you know. Don't be like I think. So Virgo, Saturn, Virgo, restrictions in what house? In astrology, when Saturn is in the sign of Virgo, it can indicate a focus on practical matters, analytical thinking, and a strong desire for perfectionism. This placement can lead to a tendency towards self-criticism and a need to master systems and routines. So most of the time, it's not even people thinking about themselves. It's that you need to start thinking about yourself. You need to start thinking more along the lines of yourself. You get to a lot of self-criticism, and you also think other people are thinking bad about you like a lot. Most of the time, they don't give a fuck what you are doing, okay, or what you're wearing, unless somebody actually has like that kind of like vibe towards you. And usually it has something to do with jealousy, or really, honestly, it usually has something to do with jealousy. If you are that hyper focused on somebody and nitpicking them that constantly, like, why are you doing this? Like, it's no benefit. Criticizing this person does not put freaking money in your bank account. Like, you need to chill. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of energy. But with this, I do feel like it's meant to help build you and redirect you, because your natural energy is going towards perfectionism. Even though perfection doesn't necessarily exist, we just get really close to it. And it's in the matter of like the eye of the beholder, kind of, like beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So whatever is perfection to somebody else, somebody might think perfection is like a beautiful untamed forest, okay? Like where it's like everything. I might look at it as a potential for animals and everything everywhere, okay? That's what I may look at it as. But do you see how that person thinks that the forest is perfect, and I think that it could be cleaner? So I don't think that it's perfect. So you understand, it's just like beauty. All right. So it's mainly about you. Virgo energy is pretty interesting. All right. But this is about Saturn and Virgo individuals tend to be practical and efficient, striving to improve systems and find the most effective way to accomplish tasks. Now, overthinking and anxiety. The analytical nature of Saturn and Virgo can sometimes lead to overthinking and anxiety, especially when facing challenges or difficult situations, which I spoke about earlier. Rigidity and resistance to change. This placement can sometimes create a resistance to change and a preference for established routines and methods, potentially hindering personal growth. That's probably why Virgos and Tauruses like each other so much, okay? Difficulty relaxing and enjoying life. The focus on work and efficiency can sometimes make it challenging for individuals with Saturn and Virgo to relax and enjoy leisure activities, okay, is something coming forth. Saturn and Virgo can be a powerful placement that brings both strengths and challenges. It encourages practicality, discipline, and attention to detail, but also requires individuals to manage their perfectionism and find a balance between work and relaxation. Astrology sources say it's a placement that can lead to significant accomplishments and personal growth if the individual learns to work with its energy in a balanced way. So it's not about why is this person nipping in that. It's about you fighting back and speaking up as well. But let's see with the tarot. I'll get you a couple cards here. And what was your direct question? All right, so let's see. Why do people around you neglect you and make everything about them? So it's time for you to just like stop being reliant on people to fulfill you emotionally. You need to fulfill yourself emotionally. And you're probably like, well, it's not emotionally. Neglect is a form of it's a physical thing, but you can also feel neglected, okay? Which is an emotion. So you need to understand that if this person and you don't have a spiritual vow made with one another, you need to let that shit ride, because that person's either going to be there for you or they're not. And this whole boyfriend and girlfriend situation is like a prerequisite towards the real thing. So let's get into it a little bit more. All right, I'm trying to make you tougher because, girl, you got it. You got it. It's in you. Especially with that Saturn and Virgo, you definitely have it. Like my Saturn's in Aries, okay? Which is pretty hardcore because I get lessons pretty harsh. But let's go into, what's it called? And also childhood. Let's not even start there. Anyway, so let's go into why do people do this? Basically what I was saying. All right, so some people may have been faced with like a lot of restrictions, limitations, obstacles, delays. These people are causing these interferences for you. They're delaying a lot of things for you as well. But at the same time, you have to see past them. You have to also see them as somebody who doesn't really have a strong attribute in your life. Okay, so yes, your mother has a really strong attribute in your life and stuff like that. Okay, but let's just say you grow up, okay, which you are, and you realize that there's going to be a time where you are not going to have family members around, that will literally just be you, okay? Whether you're married, and if you end up marrying older, expect to be alone for a little while after your person passes. As morbid as it sounds, it's something that is a very strong thought, okay? So with the death card energy coming forth, transformation, change, letting go, release, goodbye. As I say that, it's about you realizing that you only are going to be able to fulfill yourself. And then you're probably going to be like, well, what's the point of a relationship? The relationship is supposed to complement your energy. It's not supposed to take away your energy. It's not supposed to overpower your energy, okay? Like, let's just say you put purple and red together. You're probably like, that would look nice. No, it overpowers. Red overpowers the purple vibrancy and most of the things. It'll look nice and stuff like that, but it'll overpower it, okay? And it'll be a little bit too harsh, okay? And it'll give a deeper feeling, red, all right? But let's just say if you put violet and like a really nice, like light, creamy white next to it, which could be appear like yellow, it could enhance like the purple vibrancies and stuff like that. I know this is like sounding weird, but it's because I studied color theory at Aveda. Okay, so I know what's complementary. I know what, I'm literally a licensed cosmetologist. Anyway, so with death energy coming forth, transformation, change, letting go, release, goodbye. This is also change, okay? Transformation. This is, your life is about to go through a whole other turn. These people are not going to be there forever, okay? Like in your life. Like you are going to be able to develop new spaces for yourself, safe spaces for yourself, and you're going to be able to connect with different soul family that's going to make you feel more alive and more grounded, okay? All right. Hey, what's up, guys? My mom keeps following me around the house. Ask why. No, honey, I'm not doing that. I already gave you like a complete thing. I already gave you like a complete free read. I'm not gonna do that for free. I'm sorry. And you gotta make your own life. Like you can't be like, it's your mom. Like you gotta make your own life, and it's like hard. Please let me know if you received the payment, Jade. Let's see. Let's go on to Square. Let's see here. Yes. All right, so if I were to start my content creation series called The Unemployed Diaries, would it be successful? Let's see. The Unemployed Diaries. Let's see. Let me know whenever you are ready. If you're gonna start your content. Yes, honey, it's only one question per person. You know that. I'll be on later tonight if you want to hop on later. Okay. KXZAA. Yes, Jade. Let me know whenever. You said you're ready? All right, cool. All right, so if you were to start your content creation series called The Unemployed Diaries, would it be successful? So would it be successful? Oh, this is funny. This is like the first card, boom. Nine of Pentacles, independence, success, achievement, and material security. Yeah, people would actually find you to be interesting, especially certain things that you talk about, because it looks like you've like, wherever you live or wherever, however you dress and how you take care of yourself, make sure to take care of yourself, okay? But at the same time, make sure to put the camera towards your face. I don't put the camera towards my face because I used to get like a lot of like weird comments. Like there's a reason why my TikTok has a lot more followers than my YouTube channel. I don't really show my face that much on my YouTube channel, but my TikTok has like over 1.2K. So like I don't I don't post on there for like tarot or anything. I just post my life. Anyway, if you guys are interested in following my TikTok, you can. I've got a little mini viral video on there. After my wisdom teeth surgery, you guys can check that out if you want to. I say mini because it only reached 20K. You know what I mean? And it got retweeted by somebody with over 1 mil followers. Anyway, independence, success, achievement, material security. This is also about you building a really strong foundation for yourself, okay? For those of you guys who don't know, like, I've been an OG, like, social media for a while. Like, even before this channel, like, before I had to, like, tear everything down because of my mom and shit, and I was like, she gave me a really strong ultimatum, and I was spiritually abused for a really long time, okay? To the point where I didn't have any freedom to, like, express myself. I couldn't even do my tarot readings. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even talk to my old clients, nothing. And every time I would speak up at like in church or anything like that about any intuitive downloads I received, it was shunned because they didn't know if it was like good or evil or whatever. But they're sitting there freaking doing the exact same things. And I'm just like, and I'm seeing their freaking, anyway, so I'm there seeing it with my spiritual sight, seeing their, like, how they're getting this information, but they want to go ahead and, anyway, it's fine. The Chariot card coming forth: determination, travel, self-discipline, mastery, willpower, okay? You're going to move up pretty fast. It looks like 900 subs pretty fast. 900 in particular, 900. And that could be like towards the beginning, or 90 could be significant. I don't know, I'm getting 9, like 90. Now, it could also help other people get out of certain situations that have really, like, had them locked into a certain mindset or certain mentality, all right? Now, with the Hermit card coming in, solitariness, wisdom, independence, withdrawal, and privacy. Make sure that you have enough privacy to be able to record this as well, because it looks like your life is surrounded by, it could be like a lot of people, okay? And with the Page of Cups energy coming forth in the reversal, insecurity, escapism, childishness, attention seeking, be careful not to post too much in a way to, like, where people will view it as like you being like attention seeking. Underneath the Four of Swords energy coming forth, like, you don't want to create clickbait, is what I'm hearing. Like, you want to be like pretty genuine, because you're going to get the best response from that. Mental. But even though I feel like you're going to be doing that, just be careful with that, okay? If you make clickbait, it's cool, like, to do that, but just make sure that the clickbait is actually what they're clicking on. Like, it's not just, I don't know why I'm seeing that. But anyway, with the Four of Swords energy in the reversal, got you on posting my face. That's helpful insight. I got nervous posting my face. So no, but people like that. People like to see, like, your face and everything like that. People do. So I have, like, very few, like, I think in the beginning I had recorded like maybe a couple with my face in there in YouTube, and I just keep posting like normal content, but just with showing the cards and just my voiceover. But if you ever want to, like, see me or anything like that, just go on my TikTok. I keep it separate. I keep them both separately, and I'm building separately on 2 different algorithms, 2 different things. So let's just say in the future, if my TikTok were to, you know, get over like 25K, you know what I mean? And I end up getting like a decent sponsorship, but I wouldn't even have to deal with tarot if I wanted to, you know. I'm cross building. So anyway, the Chariot card coming forth. Death card. Also, really think about things. Really think about things before you kind of post them, is also something that I'm getting. The Death card energy coming forth. You're about to change your kind of like world a little bit, to like where you're going to bring some people into your world. All right. Now, underneath, you're also getting the Seven of Pentacles. Setbacks. You're going to receive a little bit of setbacks from people who aren't really wanting to invest in whatever you're doing. All right, let's just say if you end up wanting to sell something or a product or something of that nature, they're going to have some setbacks. Sorry, it got really hot. Underneath the Hermit, you have the Ten of Wands. Collapse, breakdown, too much responsibility, learning to say no. You're going to end up kind of getting this burnout, because you're going to end up wanting to respond to every single person. You're going to end up wanting to like give back to every single person that you can, and it's going to be weighing on you a little bit. And you have to learn how to say no to certain people. You have to learn how to get a little bit of a tough skin to be like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to answer that. I won't say this. If not, they're going to just expect all of this from you. And then you end up energetically immensely depleted with nothing. So underneath the Page of Cups, you have the Queen of Pentacles energy in the reversal. selfish, jealous, impatient, cold, and demanding. Just be very careful, because the way that you're going to be perceived online could be a little bit different. I'm not saying restrict your thoughts or anything. Just post what you want to post. You're not going to be receiving like a financial like investment or like financial kind of like things until later on, because what you're building is not a service, it's just content creation. What you're building is kind of like, well, it will eventually maybe turn into a service, but I feel like more along the lines of you like getting sponsored is more your alley. Let's see. The Emperor card coming forth: protection, authority, stability, discipline, father figure, and the Ten of Swords in the reversal. Okay, it looks like there's somebody who's going to find you as competition a little bit, and also wanting to kind of like stop you from creating this. This could be like a lover as well. Somebody who kind of like doesn't want you out there like that. And it could be a close call to like where you just are like, you know what, I just want to erase the whole channel. I don't even want to deal with this anymore. And Spirit's saying like, don't do that. Just put it on pause, like, you know. And that's when you're going to end up getting some money, is when you keep continuously doing it. That's when you're going to end up getting some money. That's when you're going to end up having like that big token. I don't know, I'm seeing a YouTube plaque. It's gold. Isn't that like, I think it's 100K? I don't know. But I'm seeing a gold plaque with the Ace of Pentacles there. But let's get into it with some positive affirmation cards as well for you. And then let's see with the Way It Moves deck. It's a money message deck, career focus deck as well that I created. One second. Let's see. Say totally, I want to help others going through the same thing. I hate clickbait. Oh my God, thank you so much. I'm digesting everything you're saying. No, you're good. So let's go into it. I feel like you are going to be good at this. I feel like you are, okay? But let's get into it and let's see. So would it be successful, the content creation for her unemployed diaries? 9 of Pentacles. Everything that is happening now is happening for my ultimate good. 9 of Pentacles came out again twice. Girl, that's like, and then you got the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. You know it's a diamond idea. I give myself permission to do what is right for me is also something coming forth. What's underneath? The 3 of Pentacles in reversal. And it might not be something that you initially planned to do. Maybe you wanted to do something different. But for some reason, I feel like this is going to pay off possibly within 3 months of you filming this content. Okay? Could be a wish granted coming towards you with that 9 of Hearts energy. It says, I acknowledge my own self-worth. My confidence is soaring. So I also feel like it's important for you to share those like really good stories for you, you know, like things that you can do and stuff like that, and try to keep it like uplifting, because some people are going to be like upset that you're calling them out their shit. But you know what? If it has to be, it has to be. But let's go into the Way It Moves. And let's see here. Dearest you, your bank will offer you a very large loan, love spirit. So when you end up creating something, it could be like you end up creating like an LOC and all that. You're going to end up maybe getting like a large loan, okay? Potentially from a bank, all right? Damn, triple confirmations. I was not planning to do this at all. Got laid off from my job, and then out of nowhere, I got this idea. Definitely divinely guided. Yes, okay? Dearest you, although creative skills are popular, you will get noticed by how you wield and control your skills. Your time is now. So the way that you're going to get noticed, even though what you're doing is kind of like popular in a way, you're going to get noticed by how you do it, or how you say it, or how you explain it, or like things like that, you know? The next one that you're receiving is Dearest You. You'll be asked to be featured in a music video. Will you say yes? This could also be like somebody wanting to collaborate with you for marketing. Especially since you're going to be in the content creation field, that energy might even come up for you. Maybe a popular video. Dearest You, your new partner will not let you even pull out your wallet. They will buy you whatever they want to get for you. You can have whatever you want, love spirit. So this person in the future, okay, could be like a sponsor or whatever, the Emperor energy. This could be somebody who actually is going to be taking care of you, okay? Now the next one you have is Dearest You, you'll be asked to replace your current boss. Others will be envious of this. Regards, spirit. So you could also be receiving like a new opportunity with your job as well, or if you don't have a job yet or whatever, you're going to be asked to do something different. This could also be asked to go back to where you were, or things of that nature. Like your life is going to kind of increase there as far as career goes. Dear Stu, you will have, I'm sorry, Dear Stu, you have outsmarted your competition. You will watch their wrinkled scowl as you cash in your payout. Love, spirit is also something coming forth. Now at the bottom, you're receiving, Dearest Stu, they did not see your worth and deemed you worthless due to your debts. They will see the exact blessing they rejected. You will be the only one who will receive credit. Love, spirit. Ooh, I've been single for so long. I welcome the Emperor energy. Aw, Jade, that warmed my heart. Cutting the deck in half as your last card, though, Dearest you, all of your children will be financially successful, even the one you think will never make it. Your bloodline will be blessed. Love, spirit. There's also something coming forward. All right, and I just marked your order there as completed, but thank you so much for purchasing a reading with me. I really appreciate that, Jade. And if you want a private reading with me, I am doing a 30-minute special for $30, delivered same day, so I can get it delivered to you tonight. How it's delivered is through a private unlisted link via YouTube, so no one else has access to that recording besides you and whoever you share that reading with, okay? But it's all through YouTube. If you are interested, feel free to check that out. All that information is down below in the description box, okay? I have chills. Wow, thank you so much. You're welcome, love. Lola, I like number 5. Please, spirit guide messages for Demi Lola. All right, so let's go into some positive affirmation messages for you, Lola. And let's see what comes out for you. Yeah, it's a $30 special. I've been trying to tell people, it's my original price for 30 minutes is $75, and I've been discounting it just for the month of July. And, so if you are interested, feel free to purchase it, and I can get it delivered to you later today. Actually, after this live stream, I can record that reading, get it sent out to you. Just got to give me an hour, and I can get that sent to you, okay? But let's go into Demi Lola, and let's see. Demi Lola. What messages does she need to know? What message does she need to know? You have to start being a little bit more patient in regards to waiting for some things that you think are never coming towards you because they're not coming in when you want them to, with the 5 of Hearts energy coming forth in the upright. 75 could be significant, or 57 could be significant. I possess the qualities needed to be extremely successful. 7 of Pentacles. 5 of, this is taking your time, building towards something and not rushing to get it done or even achieving it. I am at peace with who I am as a person is also something coming forth, okay? I do feel like you may be noticing some losses in your life, with the 5 of Hearts being in association with the 5 of Cups. You might have been hyper-focusing on some losses, thinking that you're never going to get an opportunity again like that, or maybe it's just like, whatever, it's not coming back to you, my life is over. I get it. I get melodramatic too. Don't, like, serious. I'm Scorpio rising. I'm fucking melodramatic as hell. So, like, with the 5 of Hearts energy, I'm at peace with who I am as a person, all right? And then the next one you get is the 6 of Pentacles, okay? The 6 of Pentacles coming up in the reversal, all right? This is also about people being selfish towards you. And it's almost like people are trying to, I don't know why I heard the word gaslight. That's weird. Yeah, because I was looking at the number frequency and how it came through, because it's 756. It's almost like somebody's switching things around instead of 567. I don't know why I'm getting that. All right, so I don't normally get it like that. I have been given endless talents, which I begin to utilize today, but it's coming up in the reversal. So it's almost like you're not utilizing the things that you really could be doing. Like if you wanted to, like, let's just say content creation, since we just talked about that topic earlier, let's just say if you wanted to do content creation, okay, you could do it, but you have to be able to believe in yourself in some capacity. Okay, you have to be able to believe that all this hard work isn't just going to nowhere, that it's going to take time, yeah, to build, maybe a year, maybe 2, maybe 3, all right, maybe 5, okay, hopefully not 5. I stuttered 5 because it's like those hard readers, but you're going to eventually get there, and you might make some mistakes along the way, okay? And maybe it's also about stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit. So if there's like a position that you really wanted to apply for, Lola, I feel like you should go after it, okay? You should really go after that. Because if you don't, you're going to regret it. And a lot of the restrictions that you have in your life with the 9 of Wands energy in the reversal, it's mostly self-inflicted, all right? But that is what I'm receiving for you. It's almost like you kind of just need to hear like you could do more. And it's not about pushing yourself harder or whatever. It's like you could do different stuff. Like you are a little bit of a jack of all trades in a way. Like that kind of energy. You have different skills, different talents, you know, that other people are looking for, that just posted an ad looking for, you know? So sometimes you are somebody's answered prayer. Sometimes what you want is somebody's answered prayer as well. Okay? But anyway, that's what I'm receiving for you. Let's see who else. And then Stephanie, do me and N have a soul connection? Do me and N have a soul connection? So let's see here. Do you and N have a soul connection? Stephanie, let me know if you're still in the chat, okay? You're there? Okay, so let's see here. Do you and N have a soul connection? Let's see. And also, Stephanie, I don't know if you heard, but I am doing my 30-minute special for $30. If you are interested, all that information is below. It's even changed on my booking site, too. So if you are wanting to book with me, feel free. I can get that delivered to you later today. But let's get into it with your question here. All right? Does N have a soul connection with Stephanie? You already know. You already know. With the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess, hello, that's a soul connection, but even more so that is like, well, I guess not even more so. It's like a spiritual connection, okay? It's like very deep, where the both of you guys empathically feel each other's energy. It's almost like your inner world matches your outer world, and there's this intense vibrancy going on around you. And this also heightens your psychic awareness being around this person. Some people, being around certain people, especially if you're an empath, it's going to heighten whatever area. So I'm a natural empath, so whoever I'm around, I have to pay attention to that. There's a reason why I ask everybody's zodiac sign, because it's not that I'm trying to put them in a category, it's that I have to understand how they're influencing my energy. So if let's just say if I was dating like a Libra, I would have be like, okay, why am I even dating this Libra? Okay, it would be my Libra and Mars. This person most likely is going to irritate the fuck out of me. Okay, you know, but as well, this person's going to help me make a true choice and decision on like what I genuinely want, based off of the like karmic stuff that we end up having to go through together, because it's in like Mars, not in Saturn. So Mars is a little bit more longevity there. So it could be like marriage potentially, but that is not, you know what I mean? Like it's not 100%. I'm just saying like, you know, it could potentially be there. So I'll think, oh shit, okay, so this person's in my life because I need to deal with my anger issues. And I also have to deal with my arguments, me argumenting, debating, all that shit. Even though I don't really like debating, I'm a Libra and Mars. I don't really, more of like, let's just understand what each other's viewing it and not try to like change what the other person, how the other person feels better, or how them feel bad for thinking that way about it. You know, just kind of like just understand, okay, that's how you feel. All right, that's interesting. I just always thought it was like this. But it's interesting. That doesn't mean that you agree with that person. That just means that you have respect for that other person's mindset and you're not trying to change their like freaking thought pattern or like how they naturally are. Sometimes it's okay to educate people on things that are like no dude, the earth is not flat. Like I'm sorry. You know, like you know what I mean? But it's like you still have to be respectful to other people's belief systems. Like if you're as respectful towards somebody who's Muslim, you know, or versus like Jewish, right? Those are two different religions. It's funny because you probably guys expected me to say like Christianity before. I don't know why I said Muslim and Jewish, which is interesting. But anyway, so Muslim and Jewish, let's just say that. And you're just talking with them, and you might not think you're debating with them because you're like, well, you think that, but really it actually says this, or da da da, and let's ask this, and let's do that. And you're just like, what the fuck is this? Like, are we having a conversation, or are you just trying to like teach me all this stuff, or are you like trying to like debate with me it's not a debate, it's not an argument, it's not this. Dude, having any form of conversation with you will exasperate me, and I cannot. So I'm just going to say okay to everything. And even then, well, that okay is different than the previous okay. I want to jump off a ledge. I'm sorry. Like, what do you want me to say? You know, and it's not until you snap or set your foot down, then all of a sudden, oh, that person's crazy. That person's a bitch. Did you not just push that person's whole ideas and everything that they felt into a corner? Anyway, yes, the both of you guys have a really strong spiritual connection with each other, and you might even get really intense downloads and dreams, especially about how this person's feeling, okay? Or if they're like, have like, what's it called? Kind of like restrictions in their life, or you ever see True Blood? Okay. And you remember when in True Blood, Sookie meets Bill for the first time? Remember when she gets like almost, it was all planned because he was trying to capture her and everything like that, and he wanted to have some kind of emotional attachment to her or whatever, and then it ended up getting real, you know, towards like the end, but and the truth finally came out that he had this whole file on her and everything. Like, True Blood is an amazing show. Anyway, so it just has everything in it. But anyway, so in order for you to kind of like know, whenever Suki was in danger, he knew, right? Because it's literally like in his blood. Like it's like a part of his blood was in her blood now or whatever. I don't know, whatever, when they did the whole blood sharing thing. But imagine, okay, that feeling like that, but with just like a normal person, like real life, and just feeling like, damn, like I feel like something's wrong with this person. Maybe I should call them. Or I don't know, I've been thinking about them a little bit too much. Like, maybe I should do this. And when you call them, oh man, like, thank God you called me. I've been losing it. I don't think you understand. Like, I've been trying to, you know, fix things. I've been trying to do things, and all that, okay, is coming up. But with Queen of Cups and the High Priestess energy coming up, I do feel strongly like this is a very strong spiritual connection. Those are two spiritual cards of the deck in feminine energy anyway, you know, besides the Hierophant. Let's get into another one. You have the Star card. Oh, hello. The Star card is very beautiful. Hope, positivity, renewal, inspiration, healing, and faith. The both of you guys are meant to kind of heal each other in a way as well, is what's coming forth. And it could be happening during Aquarius full moon. Okay, I'm getting a lot of Cancerian energy here too, with the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. And a thing is, as well, guys, is people who have like are activated empaths will realize how the moon actually does affect them. Okay, so with it, you know, being in Cancer, okay, even though we had a full moon Capricorn, whatever, just understand we're in Cancer season. Your Cancer powers, psychic abilities, they don't even have to train. They just have to just talk to you. And then when you tell them, dude, are you psychic or something? And they're just like, no. Like, what? Like, it's so off-putting to them. And they know damn well that they're psychic. Like, every single Cancerian I have ever met, like my grandfather included, you know, my first person that I was obsessed with, like, you know, Cancerian, but he's selfish, so he doesn't really like tap into his full power. You know what I mean? So it holds him back. It's almost like this sense of fear. Anyway, so with the Star card energy, hope, positivity, renewal, inspiration, healing, and faith. Now you're also getting the Three of Swords. Now there's somebody else who's involved in this connection. I know I was only supposed to pull out a couple cards, but because you have supported the channel and because you have been, you know, a supporter for a while, I gave you a couple extra cards because you are a great person, Steph. So with the Three of Swords energy, heartbreak, betrayal, loneliness, bad health, unhappiness, the both of you guys have experienced immense pain and losses from the people that you've been connected to. And this is actually meant to bring you into a really strong healing journey between you and this person. All right, but I hope that you enjoyed that. She is from India, so I think that's why you said Muslim. Oh, yes, I will book when I get back. Oh, thank you, Steph. Yes, she's from, it's going to be happening all, not Sunday, oh my God, it's going to be happening all July for my 30-minute read, so she is from India, so I think that's why you said Muslim. I'm just reading this now. Thank you so much. You're welcome, love, and also you sent thank you so much at 232, so let's get into 232. It's a message of encouragement and guidance from your angels, often indicating a need for balance, harmony, and positive energy in your life. It suggests that you should trust your intuition and embrace the changes that are coming, as they will lead to personal growth and fulfillment. Oh, her. I know, I keep saying him. I'm sorry. Balance and harmony. The number 2 appears twice, emphasizing the importance of balance and harmony in your relationships and life in general. Number 3 resonate, but that also explains why it was the Queen of Cups and the High Priest, and they're both feminine. And then the Star card, I understand. Anyway, so number 3 resonates with creativity, self-expression, and spiritual awakening. Teamwork and cooperation. So 232 can also be a reminder of the importance of teamwork and cooperation in achieving your goals. So both of you guys are going to be able to mutually help each other out to achieve your personal goals. And I feel like that's going to be like in your life and also in career. This person's actually a genuine person, is what I'm feeling from her energy. I like her energy. Anyway, so that's what I'm receiving for you, love. A new friend. I work with her. I like her energy. She seems pretty cool. This is somebody that you can have these in-depth conversations with. Like, you can actually talk to her about spirituality if you wanted to. She has like a broader spectrum. She is Muslim. She has strict, restrictions, but she's open to certain things. She's a little different. You're welcome, love. All right, guys, if you have another question, please feel free to post. Also, guys, all private reading submissions are going to be offered same-day delivery today. No extra charge or anything like that. No additional waiting. I got some time to do that, so please feel free to let me know your questions and all that. I can get it sent out to you if you guys want. But just waiting for if anybody else has another question. If not, I'm going to hop off. I've been on here for a little while. Resonates 100% as always, Lola. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. Have a blessed day. You're welcome, Lola. All right, guys, I think that was it. So I'm going to hop off, but I am going to be live again late tonight, maybe around 9. I'm going to offer some free tarot and also some paid readings as well. Give some people opportunities who weren't able to make it to like my morning session or my afternoon session. And it'll also give some opportunities for my past members to ask their questions and redeem their questions for the day as well. But I hope that you guys enjoy this, and until next time, bye for now.